boom,
Hey
boom,
guys,
boom. I don't know.
welcome back to another episode of the Vultures Nest, the only show on the internet that covers new media releases a couple months after it came out. I'm your host, Evil Spirit, and I'm
Yeah, we
here.
extended. Yeah, we extended the requirement from a few weeks to a few months. Though we already did that with Thunderbolts.
Yeah, we did it with Thunderbolts, and we're gonna keep that. Basically, if it released in the same year, is like
Yeah.
if it's December 31st, like from January 1st to December 21st, December 31st, then it's eligible. So, I'm. How are you two doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm just playing Smash Bros while we record this
Yeah,
episode.
this episode's gonna be super funny. What about you, Roxy? How are you?
I'm mad.
You're actually mad?
I mean,
Damn.
I've already, I've
I'm
already,
really, really
I've already
mad.
had a pretty miserable day just because of depression and anxiety, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I get you.
and then I was forced to watch this fucking movie.
Ah,
Ugh.
you hurt my soul, Roxy. You hurt it pretty harsh.
I don't care.
Damn.
I
Okay.
don't care.
Uh,
Okay?
you know what? Do you do you feel like this is some kind of comeuppance? Like you had this coming or something? Like, after
No.
Sharknado, after Charlie and the well, okay, you didn't know Choo Choo Charles was going to be that bad.
I mean, she will have a comeuppance in season 3 that I chose for both of you. In fact, for making me
I
watch
sue you
Fix.
for Sharknado by drawing you making out with one of my OCs. That's what you wanted as an apology for Sharknado. So,
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, um, so we're talking about Captain America: Brave New World. I'm not looking up Wikipedia for this one. I genuinely could not care less to pull up Wikipedia for this episode. Like
this is probably going to be the most phoned-in episode of the entire podcast.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
Ah.
This movie fucking deserves it. So if you don't know, last year, or
And
sorry,
you know what? You know what? It's actually perfect if we act like this the whole time because, I mean, that's how Harrison Ford is as an actor.
same
Great.
with
I mean, like, I respect the guy. He's not. He's like that, and he's not ashamed to admit it.
yeah. So yeah, we are talking about this movie. It came out relatively early. It came out like in February of this
Yeah.
year. I watched this movie in theaters,
Even
and
though it's supposed to come out like last
yeah,
year, I
this
know only know because I saw the McDonald's toys for it
there was
while walking into McDonald's in February 2024.
there was a lot of problems with this movie. Like, apparently they had like a lot of things to do with King.
None of those problems are Harrison Ford being cast in it though, because he's always a good casting choice.
Well, see, the issue was I think they wanted William Hurt, who played Thaddeus Ross throughout the vast majority of the MCU, to be in this movie, but he sadly passed away back in 2022 of prostate cancer, if I remember correctly. So, rest in peace to
That
him.
sucks.
That does really suck. It's horrible. Um,
That's sad.
yeah. So, before we actually get into talking about this movie, I want to ask: have you guys watched The Incredible Hulk, like the original 2008 movie?
I think or was it
No,
2009?
I just know that Edward Norton, the guy who played Sammy Bagel Jr., was in it instead of Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I think I watched it one time when it was on TV, and that's about it.
I watched it twice actually. Once when I was really young, and then I binged it for I think Avengers Endgame, so then I knew what was
What's
really happening.
Oh, sorry, I'm playing Zelda.
Anyways, so the leader originally appeared in a post-credit scene of that movie. Mind you, that movie came out in 2008. So they finally paid it off! Yay! Yay! Ugh. So dumb, man.
Most people probably didn't even remember that that
No,
movie
because the
was a
Hulk is
thing.
people. Okay, look, when you think MCU, the Hulk is like the Incredible Hulk is probably one of the movies where it's like everybody's like you don't have to watch it at all and you will literally miss nothing. But now people are like, well, now you have to kind of watch it if you want to understand this movie, which I'm still like, you don't
How about
really.
this? How about this? Fuck off! I don't want to
Oh,
watch it because I don't care about the goddamn
thank you, Dennis.
MCU.
I feel like
Yeah.
this. I feel like this movie
This
really.
the MCU is the. It feels it is the most. It
I think
more
what's.
so than any other movie series. Really, the MCU feels like it only exists for money.
See, I would agree with you
I
there
I
on
do
two.
not respect the MCU
The
anymore.
MCU
I
never.
used to like it, but
Honestly, okay, can we all just be honest? It never felt like this in phases 1 through 3. It never felt like that. It always
Yes.
felt like they always.
yeah, because those
Yeah.
movies had actual effort put into them.
Yeah,
The
Guardians,
only
Iron Man.
Actually
person
felt
who
like
put
they
any
had an
effort into this
idea.
movie, the only person who put any effort into this movie was
It
the
actually
person
felt,
who decided to walk up to Harrison Ford and ask him if he wanted to be in it. That was the most
actually,
work anybody put into
phases 1 through
this.
3 actually felt like they had thematic cohesion.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know what they're even building up to, since they don't even know, since the script's not fucking finished yet.
See.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Caroline. I'm sorry, Caroline. I know watching Marvel movies is your thing, but you need to watch more movies.
I mean, hey, look, this is why we have the podcast, and it's an excuse for me to watch
Yeah,
way
that's
more
why.
better
Like,
movies.
I never like that one asshole in the comments who's like, "Oh, your list of favorite movies sucks. Diversify your taste." Like, no,
No, my
I would
favorite.
never
No,
be.
that's
Never
not the
catch me
issue.
dead saying something like that.
The issue isn't a lack of diversity on your list of favorite movies. The issue is the fact that you mostly watch fucking Marvel.
Hey, no, that's not true. I watched other movies.
Whew.
Here's a great example.
I
Yeah.
said mostly.
Yeah,
Marvel.
I watched the Hangover trilogy. Have you ever seen that? I don't blame you. It's kind of weak, but
No.
the Blues Brothers. Watch the
Yeah.
Blues Brothers. I watch a lot of Pixar, and even DreamWorks.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean,
Yeah.
hell, I mean, the only reason why I didn't go see Elio this year is just because I didn't want to. But okay. Anyways, so Brave New World.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw people who were like, "Oh my god, are we gonna have to do a Vulture's Nest on Elio?"
Maybe. I mean, if
Fuck
Pixar
the
won't
shit
give it
out of that
attention to
alien.
their marketing,
It's
we
like-
surely will.
It's.
Sir, if you
I'm just imagining like that fucking clip of the guy with
Sir,
Torchica,
if I
but it's
can
with
get-
one of the aliens from that movie.
if somehow I can
Ah.
trade back and get my spot, or like get a spot back, we can do an episode on Elio.
What is my spot again?
Nobody,
Actually, no, it's
I don't think anybody
episode
wants to
64. I'm
see an
keeping
episode on Elio. I think we should do it out of obligation for new movies, but I don't think anybody
I mean,
actually wants
look,
to see it.
I don't think anybody
mean-
wanted us to talk about Fix or Thunderbolts,
I mean-
but we did it anyways because
We can definitely do one
Say
on
what you want about
Hoppers
Fixed,
next
but at
year.
least people,
That looks
say what you want
promising.
about Fixed, but at least it got attention on the internet.
People paid attention to Fantastic
People were
Four.
talking about it.
People talked about
People-
Fantastic Four.
No,
Well, the
that's
only
not
people
what.
who paid
That's
attention to Elio
Caroline.
sadly are the
That's not
ones
what
who
I
are
mean.
like,
What I
"Haha,
mean is,
movie's so inferior.
what I
you
mean was
K-pop game
was
hunter."
anybody talking
Even though
about
it's not even comparable, those two movies.
my point was? Have you seen anybody talking about Elio other than people who review every Pixar movie?
Yes, actually, I've seen a few people talk about how cute the art style was. Which,
Yeah.
I don't know. We
Smash
can
or
discuss.
pass. Smash or
Were
pass.
we
aliens
were we
with
talking
Elio.
about
That's
the
gonna
new Captain
that's gonna be
America
the
movie?
Yeah.
Elio video.
Okay. Back to
Because it'll
Brave New
be
World.
more interesting than actually talking about the movie.
Well, see, Brave New World had something very interesting happen in this movie, and it's the fact that it's like a pseudo
It's
sequel
something
to
they
the
sold
whole.
in the marketing.
Okay, so let's start with this. So the opening scene of the movie has Falcon getting attacked by some the Serpent Society, with Gus from Breaking Bad firing a gun at
Serpent
him and shit.
Society. Don't you mean not Hydra?
Well, the Serpent Society is literally
That is literally how it feels.
No, here's the thing: the Serpent Society is like a separate society that like controls the government from underground. This movie, they used Sidewinder once, and he's never brought back again for the rest of the movie. It's so.
Is that the guy who was like, I heard your rib go?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Is that the big guy who broke Captain America's rib?
No. It's the guy
Why
with the.
is my computer like this?
It's the guy with the machine. It's the guy. It's Gus from Breaking Bad. Like it's.
I don't know who that is.
Can you blame me for not remembering who's who in this movie?
No, yeah, I don't. Blame you. I don't blame you at all. Like honestly, look, I don't.
Watching this movie felt like getting a lobotomy. I mean, as is standard fare for Marvel nowadays.
Except at least with Thunder. Like, no, actually, I would say. Okay, actually, you know what? I want to get this question out of the way. Which is worse, this or Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Really?
Here's the thing. Both of them are like near equally bad movies. The reason why I say this one is better is because it has Harrison Ford in it, and I like Harrison Ford. We are getting that specific, and superficial with it. Like I can at least go, well, Harrison Ford is in this movie, which I'm sure was their intention. Just get an actor people like, and maybe people will ignore how bad the movie is. Oh no, that did not work for me. But at least I'm like, well, Harrison Ford is here.
Me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I didn't even care that Harrison Ford was in it. I know who he is, and I'm like, yeah, he's a good actor, especially in Indiana Jones. But Jesus H, man, like, all of it feels super fucking stupid. Like, okay, if this came out in Phase 4...
Yes. The villain is so lame, he just shows up and is like, you had a 72% chance of pissing on my face.
Yeah.
You had a 20% chance of
he's literally just spewing out numbers. That's all he does is guys, you have a 30% chance of coming in my egg salad tomorrow. Don't do it, but there's an 82%.
No, like seriously, it's like I'm sorry. You know what it feels like? It feels like what people think autism is.
Yeah. Wow.
Am I wrong?
I mean, I would more so use that to describe the movie music, but yeah. Oh, I just remembered we have to do that for. Yeah, that was the punishment I assigned for you in season 3. Spoilers.
Yeah. I like how you're already upset. It's as if you didn't bring this upon yourself.
Yeah. Hey.
Well.
Hey, you're doing it out of spite towards me, but it was still your choice.
Feel about it behind my back.
But see, here's the thing. I genuinely do not think Captain America: Brave New World is the worst movie we've talked about. Like, even like not counting Multiverse of Madness, I would still say actually, I don't know. I really hated Multiverse of Madness, but you know, we all did. We all thought it was a bad movie. But I guess, like, at the very least, we could describe what happens in it. Here, I don't, like, okay, does anybody remember, like, the girl assistant's name?
No.
What?
I'm starting to forget her face as well, and I'm usually good with faces.
Yeah.
No, this movie felt like a giant Men in Black flash to my brain.
And then there's also, I mean, again, Sidewinder, who only appears for a little bit, and then he's gone for the rest of the movie. Which, by the way, they could have easily made a movie about the Serpent Society and made it really cool. But instead, they were like, no, we gotta make a payoff for that fucking post-credit scene. What?
Also, they decided to have Bucky in it for, like, 5 minutes.
I told you guys Bucky was in this movie. He doesn't appear for too long, but he
does. Guys, please clap. It's the character you like.
Yeah, but, like,
Do you see, Caroline...
Yes,
Caroline, do you see why I do not respect the MCU?
I mean, I
Yeah.
can expect why you don't respect. I can.
Yeah, Multiverse
I
of
understand.
Madness is like,
I can definitely respect
hey,
why
look,
you
it's the
don't like him.
characters you like. Read
Again, that's why.
Xavier.
That's why
And then
I always
5 minutes
will
later,
say,
it's like, read Xavier, you're dead.
I would like to do a Black Panther and Wakanda Forever duology at some point, because I think it would be interesting, because a lot of people like these movies, like those two movies in particular. I like the first one. I don't think it's like the
Yeah,
best
like,
MCU movie ever, but it's still a good movie in my
well,
opinion.
it was like the only MCU movie to get nominated for Best Picture. Which, what are your thoughts on that?
Did not deserve it. There are 30 other
Guardians of the Galaxy should have been nominated.
Yep. And it wasn't because fuck you, I guess. I don't know. Fuck James Gunn. I don't know. I guess Disney's definitely saying that now after Superman, which is shocking how well Superman. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of crazy how the MCU has had like a pretty fucking horrible year, even counting Fantastic Four, which I do like, by the way. I always have to state I like Fantastic Four. I need to
I
just
think 2022 might be the MCU's worst year ever.
what, this year? 2022 or this year?
No, 2022.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, isn't that Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder were both
Multiverse of
really
Madness, She-Hulk, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah. Okay, so one big thing
I think genuinely,
yeah.
can we please just like, can we as a society stop giving these movies money?
Honestly, I'm at the point now where I'm like, Fantastic Four, I wish did well in the box office, but because like then at the very least, it didn't flop. It broke even, but it didn't. But
Okay.
you know.
It just wasn't like a big, like.
Yeah,
Okay, does that take the marketing budget into account?
I think so. Yeah, I think it takes into account budgeting or the marketing and everything.
Marketing.
It broke even on that too. So it did fine. It just wasn't a breakout success, which is shocking to me.
Yeah.
You know what the funny part is? I literally tried to look for times to watch that because my dad was visiting last weekend, and I was like, well, I guess I might as well watch Fantastic Four while it's in theaters. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem. No, I'm not, actually. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in theaters for years.
Yeah.
But I almost
mean,
was part of the problem, and
so
I am still...
The last MCU
I think that's still
movie
enough for me to consider myself a hypocrite. I only considered doing it not even because I care, but because you wanted me to see the movie. And I guess
again,
we can do it
I
earlier,
guess
but we do this. Thankfully, no times were available, and that ended up resulting in me watching The Long Walk, which I think we should definitely talk about.
maybe at some point we will, whenever it comes to streaming, because I don't want to go to the theater right now. There's a incident at my local one, so I don't want to go there. So you know. But yeah, no, I'm. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, last MCU movie I watched in theaters was Guardians Galaxy 3,
which was a good movie. But anyways.
Yeah.
You know, it would
So
be cool if we
out.
talked about. I think we definitely should do an episode on the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. All of them, all three of them, and the holiday special. Like, I think that would be interesting. And Roxy, you like the two Guardians movies. And I don't think you've watched the holiday special, but it's pretty good.
I didn't watch it.
It's pretty good. I watched it last
I
Christmas.
like
God.
the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I do not like Chris Pratt, though.
No, that's valid. I mean, a lot of people don't like Chris Pratt. So.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
He's Mario. It's crazy. Anyways,
dude, Mario would never go to church. Okay, he's above God.
Mario is God.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because Chris Pratt goes to church, I guess.
I was gonna say he's above church, but I thought it would be funnier if I said he's above God.
He's not Kirby though, aka the guy who beats gods. Then again, Mario is in Smash Bros. Does that mean he's a... Anyways, okay, so back to Brave New
World.
Yeah, no, I definitely see why this movie didn't do well.
I never see why we're getting off track, because it's so boring.
I think the biggest problem with
And not as boring as Eternals, obviously, which they do reference directly in this movie, so I guess
yes,
it does have an impact.
yes. I wanted to bring that up.
I
They
really
finally
don't remember that happening though, because I fell asleep throughout most of the Eternals.
that's the big thing I wanted to bring up
I
about
can't remember a
Eternals.
single character's name in it for the life of me.
No, you can't. But Blade does appear in Eternals in a post-credit scene.
Yeah, alongside. Was it Star Fox?
Yes. Yeah, no, literally that is his name, and I find that really fucking hilarious. That Star Fox is his name. Guys, when do we do an episode on Eternal? Honestly,
What did
we
they do?
we need just an episode where we just dunk on all the bad MCU movies. Like, not every single one, because that would take
I'd rather
extremely
not.
long. But just like one episode where we're like top 3 worst Marvel movies, and we just go over like we wouldn't go over Multiverse of Madness. Everybody would already know that would be on there. But like Eternals, super fucking boring. Thor: Love and Thunder, super fucking annoying. You know, so on and so forth. And like, I guess like my main problem is it feels like Marvel can't find like a good ground between annoying, like okay,
Boring and annoying.
yeah, like okay, perfect example. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh wait, no, sorry. The new Falcon in this movie is fucking dumb as shit. I don't like him. He's annoying as fuck, and I do not like him at all.
I do remember he played Defenders. That reminded me of Other Dimensions, which I want to play again, but I don't have the setup currently.
I mean, Roxy, what did you think about Falcon?
I don't fucking care. The only thought I had regarding Falcon is that I thought this is a horrible thought of mine, by the way, but I can guarantee you there's like some fucking conservative grifter YouTube channel that talked about this movie and they had a thumbnail that said "Blacked in America."
I'm not gonna lie. I think that is actually a thumbnail somewhere. And I think it's Critical Drinker, but I could be
Did you
wrong.
send it to me? Actually, I kind of want to see
I
the
gotta
thumbnail.
see-
Then, if that
I gotta
actually
see.
Fine.
hold on,
because of
hold
how awful
on.
it is.
I'll look it up, but we gotta keep talking about this movie. There's still like a little bit more to talk about. Okay. Oh shit. I forgot I was watching a short.
There.
I like how we haven't even
Fine.
talked about the movie at all. You're like, there's a
Stop.
little bit more to talk about.
Well, okay. Let's talk about Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross.
He's fine. Not amazing, just fine.
What about you, Roxy?
I don't think it's obvious Harrison Ford didn't care, and I'm not just saying that because it's a behavioral pattern for him.
Oh my god.
And to be fair, if I were in this role, I would be phoning it in as well. Like, I do not blame him at all, and I think as far as actors who do not care about actually acting go, once again, I really like him because of the fact that he's pretty transparent about not fucking caring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he obviously doesn't care about this. Yeah. And also, okay, I think it's weird that, like, at the end, it's the big reveal that...
But I said this too, it's so weird how they revealed, like, the multiverse here, and it's like, didn't you already reveal
It's not a
three fucking
reveal.
TV
We
shows
already
ago?
know.
Yeah, that's the thing!
Did
Like,
you literally call it, announce it as the multiverse saga?
okay,
I was
Roxy.
just-
Oh, sorry.
Can we stop having the multiverse and everything? Okay.
No,
was-
that's what
Rick
I
and
was gonna
Morty
bring up.
did it ahead of the curve, so obviously that's fine. And also, Rick and Morty's a good show, so once again,
Spider-Verse,
obviously that's fine.
Spider-Verse did it
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
before...
Everything Everywhere
Yeah.
All at Once was really good.
Spider-Verse made sense because that's an actual comic line and it's not connected to anything else. So why make them... The only reason I think they're doing the whole multiverse saga is so they can bring in the X-Men. I think that is legitimately the only reason. I don't think they want to do it because...
X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Why not just?
No, they don't even
Why
want to
don't
bring
you
in...
just have the X? Why
Oh,
not
yeah.
just have the X-Men exist in your universe?
You know what I wish they did? I wish once
They're
they
a
got...
secret society already. You it would be pretty non-obtrusive.
Fucking exactly. No, here's a better idea. We start the MCU after Endgame. Just start again. And then start it with X-Men. There you go. Like, Jesus fuck. Start with Fantastic
Here's a better
Four.
idea. Here's a better idea. Stop it with the Marvel shit and give us Pirates of the Caribbean 6, but make it actually good on like 5.
Look,
Please.
give us Pirates 6 and then restart the MCU entirely. Just stop. You already fucked up everything else. Here's the thing. Do you guys remember that Moon Knight was supposed to be a part of
Disney
all this?
has, you know, the Midas touch. You know the Midas touch. Disney has the opposite of that. Everything they touch turns into shit.
It's like Miss Turner from Fairly Odd Parents in that one episode where like she touched.
Everything I touch dies.
Yep.
Can you do a handshake with Dickelberg?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it feels. The only difference is for some reason Fantastic Four was actually fucking good. Like they actually did a good job on that. It's like they actually like. Honestly, I feel like that's why they didn't want to reveal anything until like a few months before it came out because they did not want to fuck it up. Which Fantastic Four, I want to say one more time, is a good movie, and I highly recommend watching it. Like even because like what also makes it so much better is the fact it's not connected to anything. You don't need to watch anything else before watching it. So it doesn't. It feels like how the first Fantastic Four
It's
did.
connected to the Eternal, not the Eternals. It's connected to Thunderbolts. Because of
No,
the
shut
credits
the
here.
shut the fuck up. Smack them across the face. They don't even. Oh my god. Anyways, speaking of let's talk about the leader. What do we all think about the leader?
He had a cool reveal, but lame design.
Ugly.
He just kept
design.
getting worse and worse throughout the movie.
He was.
Are you talking about Mr. Medulla?
Mr. Yeah, the fucking big brain guy. Yes. Dude, what the fuck is his design?
A design like that cannot work in live action. It's so inherently cartoony that the only way to make it work in live action is if it's just the skull that's shaped like that.
Honestly, did you see that one image I sent? I was like, why didn't they just do it
Having
like
the
this?
actual brain exposed, just it makes me question how the guy is still alive, because if a fly so much as lands on his head, he's gonna have some sort of seizure or something. You know what I mean?
Isn't he gonna pop
Yeah.
like a blood vessel, and it'd kill him? Like if he hits his head too hard on the ground, or even like flip a pillow, he's gonna die.
He can't. He literally can't use a pillow.
Yeah.
How is he even wearing a hat later on?
Oh my god, that.
Does that mean that he like? How does he sleep? Does he have to sleep standing up,
Is he like Elephant Man?
or like putting himself in a brace so he doesn't fall
What is
over?
Elephant Man?
Oh, do you want to know? Okay, so
Or
Elephant
does he
Man.
like use? Has
don't-
he invented some sort of telekinetic
Okay,
thing that
so
makes it so his head doesn't
Elephant
fall
Man-
over, or does he like use? Does he just use a bunch of really strong fans to blow his head in towards the center of the
Okay.
room at all times
So-
while he's asleep?
Sir, Elephant Man was a real person who had like a bone condition, like back in like
Yeah.
1856, where
Isn't he
literally-
still considered like a genetic anomaly or something? Like
I
they
think
don't really fully understand it.
Yeah, we don't know how it happened. Many people think it was at birth when it happened, but basically, like he couldn't sleep laying down, otherwise he'd die in his sleep. And then one night he was kind of tired of all of that, so then he did, and he snapped his neck and died. Like it's very horrible.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, there's a movie about it too. It's called Elephant Man.
The movie actually does change the ending by making it so that he's in the movie it ends with him like being forced into servitude of a freak show or whatever for the rest of his life, but that's not actually what happened.
Yeah, he was in like what was it? Like he was in a hospital throughout like most of his life.
I like we will talk about anything but
Yeah.
Brave New
Okay.
World.
Back to what we were talking about with Brave New World. Jesus.
It's a movie that literally has a line where they go, "We're entering this brave new world of whatever the fuck
Animatium.
element we just found.
Animatium or
Seems to be energy resources. You must collect all energy immediately."
I thought that was a line you were making up, Roxy, when I read the text.
Did you think I was doing a parody of
Yes,
the president was insinuating this war of the worlds?
Yes, I thought you were making that up.
It's so
Damn, I keep...
like okay. Honestly,
Who's the little Mac? I
He's
don't
in the
get it.
thing! He's in the thing! I don't know why I'm turning into Doug Walker.
Anyways, there's also.
Should we do an episode on the nostalgia critic?
I think we keep saying that in the past.
We're gonna
We even
do it.
suggested we have him as a guest star.
Yes, we.
Pick Asia episode.
Oh God. Anyways, we bring him on for Freddy Gets Freddy Gets Fingered. That's what it is. The sequel.
Freddy
We
got
actually paid Doug Walker to show up on the show.
That would be cool. Anyway, so Jesus, we're getting so off topic. But you know what? I'm always fine when we get off topic because it makes it even better. It makes it feel more personal. So anyways, so the leader he comes
This
in.
movie is literally not worth our time. We should just spend the next couple hours talking about something else and just release it as a fucking video.
No,
I
come on.
don't care.
There's a few more things we can talk about. Then we can do that, which I think would be funny. Okay, so the leader, basically he's feeding Harrison Ford the pills that like apparently keeps him from dying.
Steroids.
Yeah, and then he's like, but I've been adding in gamma
Can I
radiation. Which,
change
by the way,
the downside is that they're gamma-filled pills,
Which, by
so
the
he
way,
turns into Red Hulk.
that makes no sense.
How do you put radiation in a pill?
No, here's the thing. You can't. Gamma radiation doesn't work unless you are either related to Bruce Banner or you are Bruce Banner. Because his blood type.
Well, also, once again, it's radiation. It's radiation. How did he put it in a pill?
He found a way, I guess. He's the leader. He's smart. Don't think about it. Like, literally.
Did he irradiate the pill?
It doesn't make any sense.
And how was he able to consistently do that without getting caught?
It doesn't make. Excuse me. It doesn't make any sense. How it worked. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, watching this movie what makes me want to take irradiated pills.
God. So, anyways, they take the pill, and they're like, "Wowie zowie, I'm Red Hulk." Which, by the way, they make it like it's some big reveal. By the way,
Oh no!
Literally
Why did they do this in a Captain America movie?
That's another
movie?
thing I don't get. They made the Hulk 2 without the Hulk. That's what they did, and that makes no fucking sense. What's up, sir? Sorry.
You know what's something more terrifying than Red Hulk?
What?
Will Smith genie.
No, right now I'm playing online Smash and I'm fighting Steve.
Oh no. I'm playing Minecraft and I am Steve. Oh, God.
I'm not a fan of Minecraft.
Or more accurately, Enderman is. That's the skin they're using right now.
You don't like... I know you don't like Minecraft.
I'm Zelda, by the way.
Yeah. I get why you don't, I guess, but I mean... It's a great open world. It's very fun to play. Anyways.
No. I've never called Minecraft a bad game. It's just not something I like playing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying, like... You hated Minecraft. I don't think you even hate Minecraft. It's just
Minecraft is the most overrated video game ever made. I can't stand it when people think Minecraft.
Anyways, so there's another thing I wanted to bring up about this movie, and it is again like going back to like what we were talking about with like how this feels like if the Hulk was in this movie, it would be way better. Honestly, like they would have to iron out some of the problems.
It would still be bad.
No.
Well, also, the Hulk wouldn't be in the movie because they turned him into fucking Dr. Hulk.
Oh no, my hope is, I don't think they'll do it, but I really hope Strange.
And then She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall. It's like, I can do a better job at being a Hulk in this movie, infinitely better than you.
Genuinely, I mean this, Dr. Hulk is one of my least favorite things ever.
Okay, hold on.
It completely removes the dynamic of the Hulk and Banner. It makes it boring, and it's not funny.
Roxy, okay. What would you do?
But Roxy.
Hold on.
Deb.
Roxy, if in like Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars, they made it to where the Hulk hulks out and he becomes the World Breaker, wouldn't that be pretty cool? So then now he's back to normal.
I have no idea what that means.
That means he's literally the Berserker Hulk, and that he could fucking... Like, he's basically just a rampaging monster again. Which, how it would happen would be,
That wouldn't even make sense. I just don't think Dr. Hulk should have been a thing to begin with.
Yeah, but I'm meaning like he hulks out and becomes like the rageful monster again, and he stays that way. I don't like Professor Hulk either. I think that was
I
a
would
really
at
stupid decision.
I
would
think
at
it's
least-
Steve.
At least be happy to see the actual Hulk again.
Yeah, that's what
that
I'm
would be
meaning.
cool.
My guess is that they're gonna do that, or they're gonna replace him with Scar from the She-Hulk ending. But whatever.
They replace him with Dr. Hulk too.
No, damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then we get Dr. She-Hulk.
no.
And she's like, I can be an
She's already-
infinitely better doctor than you.
She-Hulk is already
And then
like
we get
in a
Dr.
I don't
Mark
want that.
Wahlberg,
Line
and he shows up and is
severely
like, I'm
pisses
an
me off when I
inventor.
first heard it. It's like, how could you claim to be infinitely better than containing your rage than Hulk?
Yeah, how can you
I mean,
say
Bruce Banner.
Yeah, how can you say that yet you've
Who
only
literally
done Hulk?
tried to shoot himself only for Hulk to come out and spit the bullet out.
Yeah, Hulk did try to kill him.
You're
or Banner
claiming
tried to
you
kill
can do
himself.
an infinite better job at containing your inner monster than him?
Yeah, the one person who actually found a way to
Dude,
control.
it took Banner decades. It took
It took him
Banner
decades.
decades to get it under control.
There was
Yeah.
like here's the thing: She-Hulk is also supposed to be a fourth wall breaking character. They literally just tried making her Deadpool in her own show.
Isn't She-Hulk like? Isn't
Is it-
She-Hulk like an actually pretty beloved character in the comics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she even joins the Fantastic Four at one point. Like, as one of the members of it. And in the Fantastic Four PS1 game, she's a playable character. Which I think is very awesome. Again,
Oh my god.
what?
Okay,
What?
okay. I'm sure it means something different because this is French homework. But I just saw the fucking R slur
Oh,
on my
dear.
assignment. I mean, once again, because this is homework in a different language, I'm sure it doesn't have the same meaning. But Jesus Christ,
Caught
I'm
you off
so
guard.
bored that I'm doing homework right now instead of just talking about the movie.
Okay.
I want you to know that.
Okay,
Now I'm trying to survive my second round against Steve.
I'm playing Minecraft. As you can tell, we're really phoning it in for this episode, but it's fine. It's Brave New World. I mean, okay, you know what? Here.
Brave New-
Harrison
World.
Ford would be proud.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, Harrison Ford is proud. He's like right now in his mansion, and he's laying in bed and he's smiling. He's like, the Vulture Culture podcast is really doing their thing. I love it.
They get me.
They get me so much. Okay,
No!
so
Ah.
so the entire plot of the movie is Isaiah Bradley is framed for trying to kill the president of the United States. And then Sam's like, I gotta find out why. It turns out it was the leader, but they're like, no, we can't arrest the leader because he's trying to keep our president alive, even though he tried killing him.
Why did they arrest the guy and put him on death row when they know stuff like this has happened before because of Bucky?
Or hell, like, I mean, how many people tried killing any political... See, literally, like,
And even in the Avengers with the Mind Stone.
yeah. Like, it doesn't make any... But see, like, they don't think about that because apparently they still don't know how superheroes work.
How could you be a law enforcement officer or a judge or a jury or whatever in the MCU universe? How could you ever do your job? Because you would have
Well,
you
like,
can never reasonably assume that somebody was actually guilty.
well, see,
Because
like, what you would
because
do is...
9 times out of 10 they're probably under mind control.
Well, like, if it's mind control, it's Mind Stone. And, like, you would ask the Avengers and be like, hey, is the Mind Stone on Earth? And they're like, no, but we can investigate. Because, like, I mean, like, the Mind Stone...
Okay,
No,
yeah, the
no.
Mind Stone isn't around, and well, it's still around, but in an unusable state.
I mean, in Loki, it shows that they still have it as a little paperweights. So, you know, that's good,
Yeah,
right?
but it doesn't.
Loki show could die.
But it doesn't work
Yeah,
outside of
fair.
its universe of origin. So what
Hey,
wouldn't matter?
can I say this?
Why would it not work outside of its universe of origin? Oh, that's so stupid.
Hey, Deadpool and Wolverine do use the TVA, but like it's actually in a sense that kind of makes more sense than like how they're used in Loki, which is really fucking sad to be honest. Like Loki's built around that. Deadpool and Wolverine only uses them as like a joke for a minute and then leave, and then like they get sent to the void. you know, and I won't go into too much more detail, but like that's
Genuinely, I think the TVA might be one of the dumbest possible things you could introduce to a long running series.
Yes.
you know what would have been
Here's the
really
thing: never introduce stuff like this unless you were always planning it from the beginning. Which is why, like Back to the Future with time travel and Rick and Morty with interdimensional travel, I don't have issues with
Yeah.
those shows doing what they do with those concepts. But if you're gonna pull the fucking TVA out of your ass and therefore canonize the facts that nothing mattered until Loki,
Yeah.
what is the point of watching anything?
Yeah, and that's the major problem with Mortal Kombat 11 I mentioned, or will mention when this comes out. So the whole Chronica and Titan shit nullifies so much about the universe and how it came to be.
I
Mortal
think
Kombat universe.
Yeah, I think that was one of my biggest problem with the idea of the multiverse saga is what are the limits? What are the rules? What can you do in the multiverse?
Also with Multiverse of Madness, which happened pretty early on, they completely blew their load because the stakes literally cannot get higher.
Yeah, and also not everybody follows the rules of the multiversal travel in that movie. Because like the
Also,
idea.
the multiverse rules are completely different in every single piece of MCU media that has it.
Yeah, let me say this now. Deadpool and Wolverine, if we are to take what made sense about Multiverse of Madness, there are like 17 billion universes that are now just completely fucked over. And that's being generous. Like, you can't do that. You can't. Incursions make no fucking sense. Here's my opinion.
Why would you ever introduce the concept of incursions? Because then at the end of the movie, Doctor Strange is like, "Wowie zowie, America Chavez lives here now." Dude, your entire universe is gonna explode if you let her live here. What
not
the
his.
fuck?
Not his. He lives in the sacred timeline, meaning nothing bad could ever happen to this timeline until Doomsday.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know, but still, like that's why it would never happen because they'll just say, "Oh, there's sacred timeline," which again.
Not to mention,
okay, you know what
kind
would
of
be
fits
funny?
in the face of the multiverse because, like, isn't it cool to see like them interacting with different people in different universes?
Like, I don't get okay.
But with Incursions, they're like, oh no, you can't do that.
Yeah. They made Multiverse of Madness, and they decided to spend the entire movie in the most unimaginative alternate universes possible.
Look, it's New York, but grass is everywhere.
Okay,
and
you know what? Here's
red
what I think.
means go. And pizza balls.
Pizza is spherical.
Delicious. Pizza balls look delicious.
They do.
Pizza balls are genuinely one of the most disgusting sounding concepts ever. You can't eat pizza without a crust. Like.
Here's what I think.
You might as well just drink a bucket full of grease then.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I like okay. If Brave New World came out in the beginning of the MCU Phase 4,
I literally told you this exact same thing.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying.
At the beginning of Phase 4, it would. And tease the multiverse. That would have been cool.
Yeah, if they would have done what they would have to have done a few things differently. Like Animanium can't be
How
here.
How did Mr. Yellow Megamind figure that out, by the way? How did he... Okay, being able to predict probabilities is one thing. Why would he be able to predict probabilities using information he literally cannot obtain?
The only way he would have known is if he would have seen it, which there's no theory showing that anybody interacted with the leader past 2008's Hulk. So it doesn't make any sense. It does again, if Brave New World Brave New World would have had like a lot of things change, most notably. I think Brave New World should have been like the third movie in Phase 4, and then the final movie should have been Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. For how bad that movie is, the idea that now the multiverse is starting to play an effect in the multiverse saga near the end of the first phase of us getting introduced to everything, then have Loki Season 1, I guess. You can have Loki Season 2 and 1.
Or just don't have Loki at all. It fucks over so much of the MCU.
See, the thing is, many people are like, oh, but season 2, like, the ending might play a huge part in Doomsday. Which, I don't care. I don't care if it plays because at the end of... Okay,
I don't...
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert for season 2 of Loki. Loki now controls the entire multiverse by holding all of Yggdrasil's branches. That's
what?
How. Yes! He just holds on to him, and now he's like
wait,
the leader of the timeline.
Wait. Did you say Yggdrasil, like the
yes,
Norse tree of life?
Yes, which is the tree in the MCU, which is the timeline tree. He now holds on to all the branches. For some fucking reason, now he holds all the branches.
He has 2 hands.
Also, I'd like to mention it doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense that all of these universes would be like, okay, is it a collection of timelines or is it a fucking multiverse? Because with the way the Loki show describes it, it's a bunch of different variations of the same timeline. But in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, we see universes with completely different logic and laws of physics. Honestly, and stuff.
We see one of the timelines being... Okay, hold on. We see one of the timelines being a universe without Wolverine. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Brief spoiler for... oh my god, Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, actually, spoiler for both Fantastic Four First Steps and Deadpool and Wolverine. We've seen that there are universes where they do not have the exact same superheroes that the MCU have, which includes only the X-Men. Well, actually, okay, no. The X-Men and the Avengers apparently live in the same timeline than Deadpool and Wolverine. Meanwhile, in Fantastic Four, they are the only superheroes in their timeline. Meaning, there's no way they can be branched off of... like, the MCU, because they don't have any of the characters from the MCU to begin with. Like, there's no mention of Captain America, so how early... What causes a Nexus event? They always say, like, oh, well, if they do something that isn't part of the main timeline, it's a Nexus event. Okay, so if I go to
Can we just title this episode us ranting about the MCU?
Honestly,
yeah, it's like
honestly,
yeah, Brave New World. Title this episode "Brave New World" plus MCU Multiverse Rant.
Honestly, we could literally just title this. We could literally just title this "Vulture's Nest" episode 4 or "Vulture's Nest 4" or whatever. Captain America: Brave New World plus the Multiverse Saga. Like, literally, because that's what we should discuss anyways. The Multiverse Saga has been nothing but a fucking joke with 3, maybe 4 good movies? And that's pushing it.
You like how they also with the fact that the TV shows exist, it's like, man, I sure hope you like watching 8 hours of something you never actually wanted to watch.
That's the issue with Moon Knight that I have. I can't see myself wanting to watch all of Moon Knight. I love Punisher.
Oh, and even then,
but like Punisher,
even in the Loki show, even in the Loki show, which is where the multiverse was properly introduced, it still breaks its own logic because they're like, oh look, the timelines converge if something major happens that'll change the outcome of some events, and then meanwhile Loki and himself decide, man, we love each other incestuously. That's awesome. And then the timeline converges or diverges anyway, even though they were gonna die, so it doesn't matter what.
Roxy's just revving up like a rocket.
NASCAR. Yay! Oh my god.
Hey, you want to hear my impression of Lightning McQueen?
Kuchiga! Wait, that's Chick Hicks. Anyways.
You fake fan.
I know.
I found you, faker.
I found you, faker. Anyways.
Hey, this is my impression of Lightning McQueen.
Hey, guys.
Wait, no, this isn't the right character.
Anyways.
I won't.
So there's a part... Like, the issue is, I feel like the entire Multiverse Saga is made completely out of whack. Like, it's like, as in, like, not as in, like, oh, it's all bad. But I mean, because, like, it's not all bad. There's some good projects, but you get what I mean. You get where I'm coming from. It feels like what they should have done is they're like, okay, this is like a multiverse saga, but we're trying to regroup everybody back. Phase 4 should have been, where is everybody? Where is everybody? How are we going to bring them up? Like, in Phase 4, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is literally Brave New World. Like, Brave New World is just a shit version, another shitty version of a shitty TV show. I'm not even lying. The whole, man, I don't know if I could be Captain America. I'm not like Captain America. Sam, if you didn't learn it the first fucking time, what makes you think you're going to learn the second? You are fucking stupid.
Sam, you just gotta do better, or whatever it was.
You gotta do better, Senator.
Exactly. I hate it all. Look, again, I'm gonna keep defending this movie. I know a lot of people share the same sentiment.
Bro, just in the middle of us ranting about the MCU, just imagine, just somehow, even though this is a private group chat, just somehow the fucking critical drinker enters and goes, "Yes, I agree, the MCU is garbage."
Be like, get out of here. You're not part of this conversation.
I would just
Get out of here, drinker. Fuck
that.
you.
Okay, can we also bring up the fact that Thor: Love and Thunder is fucking bullshit? Nice. Can we also just bring up how Thor: Love and Thunder was also a piece of shit?
Selfish and evil, so I am going to have my plan revolve around having a god rescue these children selflessly.
Yeah.
Why does Thor: Love and Thunder? Why does Thor: Love and Thunder have to exist? Why was that amazing?
Why is the Infinity Cones thing restaurant has to exist?
Hey, so let's make a movie. Let's make a movie about how Thor's ex-girlfriend.
So many minutes ranting about how the Infinity Cones joke makes no sense at all.
Let's make a movie. Okay, you realize the Infinity Cones joke would be like if fucking like.
Yeah, I said this to my sisters.
That'd be like if Britain after World War II made a Hitler-themed ice
after
cream
the
shop.
Holocaust and have it in Poland.
Yeah, that would be like. No, it wouldn't even be in Poland. It would be like if it was in Britain, because Britain didn't like stop it from happening properly. Because Asgard didn't. Asgard wasn't specifically the main victim of Thanos' thing. It was. We're so bored. We're comparing the MCU to real life stories.
Look,
that's how boring Brave New World is.
See again,
Die, Donkey Kong.
Also, yeah. So let's make a movie about how Thor's ex-girlfriend is dying slowly and painfully from cancer, and then fill it up with jokes because funny.
And also, let's have fucking Guns N' Roses on repeat in the background. Which, by the way,
okay, this is a tangent. Do people in Hollywood know that songs came out after the 1990s?
No, they don't, because they're like, guys, we gotta bring in the fucking boomers, and the boomers are like, and they're like,
my parents who are just like, oh my god, they played the song I like.
Like, I don't mind whenever they
songs from my generation playing movies again.
Honestly, the only series that does fucking like music, like radio music well is Deadpool, and literally the joke is he knows that the song's playing. And he's like, oh yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy also makes sense because he has the tape player. So yeah.
With Quill being an 80s kid and all.
Yeah.
And in Stranger Things, it at least takes place in the 1980s, so it makes sense that music from that time period would play.
Also, I think, didn't it... Okay. So, in
Deadpool... It makes no sense to have Punch on the Run end with Take on Me.
Here's a...
Of all songs.
Here's like a joke in like one of the Deadpool movies. Like, Cable says, like, how dark the future is, and one of the things he brings up is that, like, dubstep dies, and he's like, actually, no, that was a good thing. And then Deadpool responds back with, no, dubstep never dies, and he starts fucking playing Bangarang by Skrillex. And then, like, after the fucking car crash... Yeah, I do too. It's a really good song. After the car crash, the music just went, and he's like, oh, maybe it did die. Oh fuck, like like that. That's funny. That's funny. Because Deadpool's funny a few times. I don't think all his jokes land, but like come on, man. I'm
I don't
telling you.
think Ryan Reynolds is funny.
Yeah, but at least he.
I personally find him more funny when he's a Pikachu. I love Detective Pikachu.
Damn, I can't believe Ryan Reynolds made commercials with him and his persona, who's a male version of Slushy.
Anyway,
This
so
is the dumbest joke I've ever made. Nobody's gonna get that.
I don't get it at all. Anyway, so there's another thing I want to bring up. I guess since we're just now also talking about the multiverse saga, um, guys, is it selfish for me to say that I think they should have recast Black Panther instead
No.
of
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with recasting, and I think that people who go, well, it's disrespectful to recast. I'm like, is it more disrespectful to recast a character? Is it more disrespectful to make it so that the effort of the actor to portray
forgot who
said
said
character
this
can never be
before in a video,
continued?
but I forgot who said this before in a video, but they're fine with recasting is fine as long as A, it's better than the original, or B, it's close enough sounding like them.
honestly,
Also,
That's mainly with voice acting.
once again, recasting. How did it ever become the consensus that recasting a character after the actor dies is insulting? How did that ever happen? You can't like that. Why would that be insulting towards the dead actor? In
I'm
fact,
pretty sure they would
wouldn't that be a
want
good
to.
thing because it
They
means that the
want the
character they
character to
played
live
can
on.
continue to have stories?
if Hugh Jackman passes away tomorrow, first of all, I would be bawling my fucking eyes out, and I would not want to talk to anybody for the rest of the day. I probably wouldn't even go into work. That's how fucking distraught I would be in. Which is ridiculous, but I love Hugh Jackman that much. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. If he passed away, or no, you know what? Actually, he doesn't even need to pass. Like, I don't want him to pass away, but like they're going to bring in a new Wolverine into the MCU. That's going to happen. Like, I do not think Hugh Jackman wants to come back. Like, he came back for Deadpool and Wolverine, and the reason why he did was literally just because he was like, I really want to do it. It wasn't because Marvel was going to hand them a good check.
Wolverine one more time.
Look, I think that like, okay, if an actor, because like I'm kind of also sick of the whole they're only back for money. Like, yeah, no, that's true for a lot of actors, but I feel like with Deadpool and Wolverine, it got a lot
Not all of
of
them are like that.
yeah, like for Deadpool and Wolverine, everybody was like, guys, Hugh Jackman's obviously only back for the money. No, he literally said that when Deadpool 2 came out, he was on vacation when it came out, and he saw it and he thought it was good, and he was like, shit, man, I really wish that I didn't film Logan yet, and I wish that I could come back and play in like a Deadpool movie. Because if you don't know, Deadpool and Wolverine, like, not the movie, but like those two characters hate each other. Like, so it makes sense that he would want to come back. So, like, but like, I don't mind if like they want to recast Wolverine. It makes sense. Look, with how many fucking Batmans there's been over like the past decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, fucking, it's fine to recast Batman. Like, for example, if Kevin Conroy was still around, rest in peace, I don't think he should always play Batman the entire time. I feel like they should always like let someone else control the reins. Like, it's fine. Like, and if you don't,
And they have, like with Troy Baker and Lego Dimensions.
And I know that
Batman. This applies to things other than just actors as well, because I've heard people say, I'm never gonna watch Incredibles 3 because Brad Bird isn't gonna direct, and I'm like, what? Why? You know that movies are a collaborative process, right? The director isn't the only person who puts work into making it good. And not just that, he's still working on the movie anyway. He's just not the director.
Yeah,
and video games, people always credit like Sakurai for doing everything in Smash Bros.
Yeah,
and he's not. He's only the director and planner. He didn't do everything.
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort, and it's people who work tirelessly to make sure that the movie's good. Like, it's not one person, and people need to start realizing that because, like, for example, the Russo brothers, everybody going like, oh, the Russo brothers, they should always direct Avengers movies. I'm like, fuck no, they shouldn't keep directing like, they shouldn't be the only ones.
Like, I don't want to undermine some
They
people's
directed my favorite
contributions. Like,
Avengers movie,
directors are
Infinity
still
War, but
very important.
they shouldn't direct
I'm not
all of
gonna
them.
deny that.
Yeah.
Like, directors are still important, writers are still important, producers are still important, but they're not the only factors. And even then, just because they've done their job good, sometimes doesn't mean they always will.
That's why I think Avengers Doomsday, I'm
Yeah.
worried about it. Because, like, they're doing the issue that I have. I'm going to be honest. I do not like it when actors are prioritized over the character. How do I explain this?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Perfect example. This movie, Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford. If I would rather someone else play Thunderbolt
Did you call him
Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross?
Yes. That's literally, that is a nickname.
His name is Thaddeus Ross.
I know it's Thaddeus Ross, but he's also called Thunderbolt Ross in the comics.
Oh my god.
I'm not lying. He's part of
I
the
guess.
Thunderbolts. He's part of the Thunderbolts. Yeah, he's not in the
guess.
Thunderbolts movie. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I do think that I do think that they just got Harrison Ford because he's famous.
Yeah, and
But
I don't
also,
like
once
that.
again, it's Harrison Ford, and
Again,
even if he is even if he once again does not care about acting, I at least respect the fact that he's honest about not
here's a
caring
perfect
about
example,
acting.
Roxy. Here's
You know what I
perfect-
mean?
Yeah, here's a perfect example, Roxy. You know how Jack Black's in fucking everything? I bet you would.
Yes.
I bet you would hate it even more if Doomsday even more if it was announced that Jack Black was going to be playing the new Hulk. I bet you would hate it even more.
Yeah, I would. Okay.
no,
Jack
Wolverine, I
Black
guess.
and Dwayne Johnson are two actors I cannot stand anymore.
I don't blame you. I couldn't stand
Jack Black and who?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay.
Wasn't like the rumors that they were going to be making a fucking Indiana Jones 6? And it was going to have Harrison Ford give Dwayne The Rock Johnson his character apparently in that movie, the like new lead role.
I never heard of that.
If that happens, I at least hope Harrison Ford gets well paid.
I do too. That'd just be funny. Alright, let's talk about the post-credit scene. I know we kind
I
of...
think we already talked about it.
Also, we already did.
Yeah, but it's so stupid. I want to talk about
And
it some more.
let's talk about Red Hulk, at least.
Oh yeah,
then.
okay, Red Hulk.
In
Stupid
the
fucking...
final fight scene.
Stupid fucking villain for this movie. It should not have been the Red Hulk. It should have been the leader, and at the end, he's shown that he was funding the Serpent Society to overthrow the government, and that Thaddeus Ross isn't even Thaddeus Ross, and he was actually a undercover agent or some shit. Something. I would have preferred that infinitely more than him being Red Hulk. I feel like the only reason why they did it was because they want a Hulk in this movie, and they wanted him to be the villain, and they did not do a good job portraying either. It's garbage. Also, how Red Hulk is defeated in this movie. Fucking garbage. Sam, I'm sorry, a fucking Captain America could never beat the Hulk in a fight. In Age of Ultron, Iron Man, wearing the Hulk Buster...
Thor couldn't beat Hulk in a fight.
Yeah, neither could Iron Man in the Hulkbuster armor. He was barely able to win. He had to play fucking dirty. Like there was no.
And that's after he did, literally designed a piece of armor specifically to fight the Hulk.
Yeah, and he almost it was a struggle for him to live. Like he was trying not to die either, because like if Hulk would have gotten a hold of the Buster armor and just ripped it in half, Tony Stark was gonna die. Age of Ultron's a mixed bag movie, but at the very least they made the Hulk make sense. This movie, it doesn't make any sense when the... You guys want to know how you have to kill the Red Hulk?
How?
Piss him off enough, and then he'll explode and die. Because he'll
Also, by the way, why did he catch on fire when he was transforming?
No, because red, ash, fire.
Nah, because the Red Hulk also has
Iron
flame.
Ash, Avatar
The
3.
Red Hulk has flame abilities as well in the comics. But that's the thing.
Did he use the flames at any point in the movie? I don't even remember him doing that.
No, it's his skin is
No.
so. No, his anger is so bad that it radiates heat off of his body, to where if you touch him, it's ash. That's the entire point of it. Which again, comic thing, but still. Which, by the way, that's why it makes sense if you piss him off enough, it'll like end in his death. Because, you know, the hotter you get, the more your body will not be able to take, and then you die. Because, you know, red, hot, your body will catch on fire, especially his since he's
Yeah,
Red
Well,
Hulk.
that
that's a
doesn't
good
even
point.
make sense to begin with. No, that doesn't even make sense to begin with because muscles rely on oxygen, and so if you're big and muscular, you would need more oxygen.
Yeah, which
But
would...
if you're on
yeah.
fire, you literally wouldn't get enough oxygen.
Yeah, but see, when you inhale the oxygen, or whenever oxygen goes into the flames, it causes more fire. Cavemen don't like fire. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's all stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense either way.
It's stupid!
And what makes it even worse is the fact that, like, I could see what they were trying to do with Red Hulk, but, like, it doesn't work. Captain America could never kill Hulk, and the only way he did it was going, "Oh, but Ross, don't you remember Betty? Oh, don't you remember Betty? Oh, your buddy Betty?" Yeah, no, fuck off. We haven't seen...
Betty, the character we
Character who I
barely
didn't
see
even
in this
remember
movie.
existed until
I'm not gonna lie.
later.
I literally...
Character who
movie was
literally didn't
almost
appear
done.
on screen until after
Yeah, exactly.
the
I'm not gonna
climax of this
lie.
movie was over.
When I was watching this movie for the first time, I legitimately thought they just did not have the budget to bring back the actor. And then when they brought her back, I was like, why couldn't you have her at the fucking final fight scene then? Have her come in and yell, "Dad, please stop!" And then bam, there you go.
Kalima, no.
This movie's ass. I think I hate it more on the second rewatch than I thought I did. At least Thunderbolts had like a unique idea. This movie just fucking ripped off Winter Soldier. Like, it just ripped off that movie. Word for word, bar for bar. A guy who is mind controlled tries killing a
They even
very high
ripped off
official.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, did it not, with Sam's arc?
Yes, and it's stupid. Just stop. Okay, you know what, Sam? If you really don't feel like you should be Captain America, put the fries in the bag, little bro. Go back to being fucking Falcon, and then leave. I don't like it. Because all we've been seeing of Sam is basically just...
Why'd they even get Falcon to be Captain America when he was already a superhero with a specific niche?
I think
that he
it's more the idea of passing the torch idea. So Sam took that with, I'm taking on the mantle of Steve Rogers. And then, you know, he passed his mantle on down to the other guy. I do not remember his name. I just call him New Falcon. But
Falcon Neo.
Falcon...
No,
No, get out of here. I was going to start singing about...
Men, get out of here.
What else is there even to say about this movie? There's nothing else to say, honestly. Like,
you want to talk about something else now?
You want to talk about how bad Multiverse of Madness is? No.
You want to wrap this up and watch me play Smash Bros?
I don't know if I can watch Smash Bros.
I'll play a wicked good Zelda.
We can... Alright, do you want to wrap it up and then call it an episode, or do you guys have anything else you want to say about the MCU?
Kevin Feige, what the fuck are you doing?
Kevin Feige...
Who are you? Who even are you?
What they're doing anymore, the MCU.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like doing this because it does sound pretty pretentious, but I do not care. I feel like I would do a better job handling the MCU than Kevin Feige would. I'm genuinely being serious about that.
It's like printing my own money.
No, if Kevin was like... Okay, because here's the thing. Kevin said, like, they were kind of forced to make TV shows. And I was like, then you know what? If you were forced to make TV shows that had to connect to the MCU, What If was right there. Just make, like, what if scenarios into movies. Like, honestly, I think that would have been a better idea than just, oh hey guys, look, do you guys like Falcon? What about the Winter Soldier? Bam, TV show, money, thank you. Again, I don't like saying that, like, oh, I could do better, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, man! Most of these projects should have just been thrown away. Fantastic Four is a great movie. I wish I got to see
WandaVision
it, but it's like,
had a lot of potential, like
I don't
early
even
on.
I don't even
They
like
just
saying
fumbled the
that
bag
somebody's
so
work.
badly at the end.
I don't even like saying that somebody's work shouldn't be seen, but like the MCU comes pretty close to making me say that.
honestly, okay, like most of the MCU's projects are like that at this point, and it's sad. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Marvels, the fucking Thunderbolts. Like, what the fuck happened? What happened to the studio that I loved so much? What happened to them? And before any of you fucking idiot...
Money.
Alright, I'm not
Well,
gonna
now
call...
you know.
Before,
Well, now you know how Trevor feels with Pixar.
at the very least...
Now you know how Seaton feels with Pirates of the Caribbean.
At least with Pirates of the Caribbean, it's only one bad movie. It's one really bad movie. That's it. He still has, like...
To be fair though, once again, Caroline, Pirates of the Caribbean 5 is literally one of the worst movies any of us have ever seen.
Have you ever watched... I was gonna make a joke and say, have you ever watched Quantumania? God. I'm not
Have
gonna...
you ever watched music?
Caroline, if you ever tell me to watch Quantumania, I'm not gonna show up for that episode.
Oh, you want to show up for us talking about the Ant-Man trilogy? Damn.
I literally, Caroline, I really hope you know this. If you keep saying Marvel projects, I literally just might not even show up for some of those episodes.
Okay, you have to show
And
up for...
especially when we keep talking about the downfall of the MCU.
Okay, hold on. You know what? Here. Let's say this now, since it'll be on recording. We're covering the newer stuff for obvious reasons. It's newer, and Doomsday, and look, if Doomsday's really bad, as I said, we'll watch Sharknado 2. I will watch any 2 movies
I
that
think
you
we're going to do
have.
Doomsday regardless with how much we're keep talking about it.
What, Doomsday?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it regardless. I feel like it is an we've been building up to it. X-Men's the entire reason I wanted to build up to it, because you guys haven't seen X-Men. And X-Men's cool. We love X-Men so far. It's really good. X2 was great. We literally gave it... I can't say, but we all know what we ranked it. We all loved that movie. We all thought it was really fucking good, right? Like, we all thought it was an S-tier movie.
Yeah.
Right, Roxy?
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, with Fantastic...
I mean, you know, of all the things I've seen that have a villain named Stryker in it, it's definitely the better one.
What was the other one? What else is Stryker in?
Hell of a boss.
Hell of a boss.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking ass show.
And then, like, we're gonna talk about Doomsday. I feel like we should talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like, I mean, hey, from what I've been hearing, the movie's actually gonna be pretty good. Now, that's if you like Spider-Man, and we all 3 do. Okay, at the very least, can we say Tom Holland's like the second best Spider-Man? I mean, I know that's comparing, like, you know, one good movie to, like, you know, but I would say like, they're also going to bring Spider-Man back to the streets. We're going to see a new villain we haven't seen in live action. I do want to talk about Marvel Zombies, honestly. I really do. But it's a TV show.
Okay, Caroline, I get it.
Caroline,
I get it.
No,
Caroline,
I
I get it. You're into zombies, but I don't want to. I don't want to watch that.
Okay, can we watch Wonder Man when it comes out? That'd be fun.
I don't. What the fuck? What are? Why do I feel, Caroline? Why do I feel like anytime you talk about it and something new from Marvel or whatever, I feel like you fucking pulled a DVD out of another dimension.
No, it's actually...
so confused.
Okay, hold on. Can I tell you the premise of Wonder Man before you start hating on it? Please? Please, Roxy.
Fine.
So basically, it's a movie actor who works in Hollywood, and then he gets superpowers, and he uses it as like a way to be on TV. And then like later on, he finds out that he finds out more about like his past and or like his father's past of also doing the same thing. So then we see him slowly become a superhero, which I think is an interesting idea.
Okay, but what if instead we watched the movie Orgasmo by one of the creators of South Park?
No, I'm not watching Orgasmo. I do not like the South Park guys. I do not like Trey and Parker.
No, I mean I don't either.
I don't.
Gee, I wonder why.
I just don't like them. I just think they're kind of annoying.
Are they transphobic?
What could I possibly have against South Park?
Is it the episode about?
I wonder.
Anyways,
You don't even have to say anything. Everybody here probably already knows what I'm referring to.
Well, I don't.
Randy Savage, Macho Man. That's all you.
Oh no, I didn't even just mean that. I meant the fucking teacher being a consistent transphobic joke for multiple seasons.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, then fuck them. Fuck the South Park guys! Samus.
Okay, Roxy.
Wait, what was Sir gonna say? Was he gonna defend the South Park guys?
No,
No.
he said
No, I would not.
No, he said fuck those guys!
As I died to Samus.
Okay, Roxy, hold on. Hear me out.
I will say I at least think it's kind of funny that one of them was in Despicable Me 3.
Roxy, I'm going to just say, if I watch Wonder Man, and it's good, can we please talk about Wonder Man? If I would be honest with you. If it's good or bad, I wouldn't try lying just so we could talk about it for a podcast episode. If I watch it and I'm like, it's actually really good, could we please talk about it for a Vulture's Nest?
How old is this movie?
How old is it? It's a TV
Yeah.
show. It's a TV show. It's reportedly 8 episodes.
I'm already vetoing this. I'm not watching a fucking Marvel show for this.
Can we?
Let's just wrap it up and give our ratings for.
Look, I'm sorry, Caroline. Can you blame me?
Can we talk about Werewolf by Night for Vulture's Nest, even though it's pretty old?
No, it wouldn't even fit Vulture's Nest. It's over a year old.
Okay, a Vulture Culture special. It's only like an hour long, and it's a movie. Or it's not a movie. It's a special.
That's fine.
It's a special
That's
presentation.
fine.
No,
Here's the thing: if I'm gonna have to watch a TV show or a season of a TV show, can it at least be good? You know, unless it's one of the ones made by VivziePop, because we're gonna talk about those anyway.
Hey.
Gee.
You really have to do that while I'm right here.
Gee. How rude, Roxy. But okay. We are talking about Inhumans if we talk about Moonfall, though, right? Because that was the deal. Inhumans was a TV show.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Inhumans
I already agreed to that.
Yeah, Inhumans is a TV show.
And Sir, I don't know if Sir agreed to it, because evidently we just make deals without Sir's consent.
To be fair, to be fair,
that's why I didn't put myself at Vulture's Nest. You keep making deals like this behind my back.
Hey, wait, hold on. To be fair, this episode probably would have happened either way because it's my pick. My pick kind of goes because it's my choice. Because like that's how all of our episodes are. Look, I would not have watched Sharknado willingly if it wasn't if Roxy didn't pick it. And Roxy was like, we should do it for Vulture's Nest.
I know.
No, I'm just saying Vulture's Nest. Vulture's Nest.
Caroline, here's the thing, though.
Is more if we have to argue about it.
There's a difference between watching a bad movie versus having to watch an entire season of a bad TV show.
No. I mean, I was just saying if Wonder Man was good, could we talk about it? And that's me saying if it was good. If you don't want to watch it, no, I get it because it's a TV show. And that's way more of your time. And look, we already have so many TV shows we got to talk about anyways. I would love to do an X-Men 97 TV show. And I was going to include that with our deal about Goodbye Volcano High. but we would have had to watch a lot of X-Men TV, so it would have taken a long time to get through. Like X-Men the animated series and X-Men um, 97. So, okay. So, final thoughts on Captain America Brave New World, aka the phoned in episode, which I'm glad we did it phoned in because, God, there's not that much to talk about.
Caroline, please choose less things that feel like a waste of time.
Okay.
Like,
Don't say Resident Evil.
can I at least
Say what you want about Sharknado.
Please.
Say what you want about Sharknado, but it wasn't fucking insulting like these MCU movies you keep having us watch.
Okay. What were you saying, sir? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can you at least let me pick a Vulture's Nest episode, finally?
I told you if you want to pick Elio, that's fair. I wouldn't.
No, I want to pick.
I like it, bro. Okay, I like how.
Okay,
like,
wait.
Hey, can I just pick an episode and said, if you want to pick this, that's fine. It's like the line in Shrek 2. Yes, but she was supposed to choose the prince we picked out for her.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. What did you say, sir? Go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know if it's the Vulture's Nest or the main show, but I legitimately do want to talk about Has-Been at some point because
no, we can do.
I want to express why I genuinely love that show to bits.
I'll make a what? Okay, Roxy, me and you will just make an agreement. We will talk about Has-Been Hotel, season 1 as a Vulture's Nest, and we'll talk about season 2 as a Vulture's Nest. I think that's fair. I get Has-Been Hotel.
I have no idea what you just said. Can you say that again, please?
We'll do Has-Been Hotel season 1 and 2 separately as a Vulture's Nest episode. We'll do that. We will
Isn't season 1 over Evil, though?
We will make the exception this time around. So then we don't have to
wait.
Why
don't we just...
Like we did with, we're going to do with K-pop and...
Yeah. Here's my pitch. Why don't we just do the whole thing as a single episode?
Well, so then, I mean, it's... Look, we did 2 deals behind Sir's back. We did 2 deals behind his back. He should get 2 episodes as retribution. Like, that's only fair.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree he should get 2 episodes, but isn't it a little weird to...
Well, then...
to do 2 back-to-back episodes on the same thing?
No,
wouldn't you rather us talk about... Wouldn't you rather us talk about that whole show and then something else as well?
Okay, you know, we can discuss this, like, off camera. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, final thoughts on Brave New World.
We'll talk about anything except a Brave New World or whatever.
Brave New World is a fucking 4 out of 10.
Damn.
Boring ass movie.
4 out of 10.
Really generous.
Roxy, what about you? What would you give it?
I'd give it a 2 out of 10 with both of those points because of Harrison Ford.
What did you give? Didn't you give Thunderbolts 1 out of 10? Like, you gave it a really low score.
Yeah, and I said Thunderbolts was worse.
No, I know. I was just wondering. I couldn't remember what you gave Thunderbolts. I give Brave New World...
This was also a complete waste of time, but at least, once again, I like seeing Harrison Ford, okay?
I mean, he is quite the handsome devil, if I do say so myself.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Captain America Brave New World is a 5 out of 10 for me. The action seems pretty cool. I like the foreign conflict angle, even though it's not fully fleshed out. I think the callbacks to the Incredible Hulk, while really stupid, was not a bad idea. And it's not insulting as, say, Sharknado. Or, Sharknado is really not insulting. Fuck it. This movie's a 1 out of 10.
That's the thing, Caroline. Sharknado did not feel like a waste of my time. This and Thunderbolts felt like a waste of my time.
Nah, you know what? I think it's unfair if I don't do this. Sharknado, I'm bumping up the score to a 4 out of 10, and I'm bumping Captain America Brave New World to a 3 out of 10. So
let's go! Sharknado supremacy!
That does not mean I'm excited to talk about Sharknado, but I am going to keep to my agreement that for me, that if Doomsday is bad, I will unblacklist Lava Lantula and Sharknado 2 for me. So there you go.
Okay. That does not mean that Sir has to participate, by
Oh
the way.
no, sir, you do
You
not.
are allowed to leave if you don't
Yeah,
want
sir,
to
if
do
you
those
don't want to talk
episodes,
about
sir.
if you don't want to talk about any of those two, you do not have to be involved. But you do have to be involved for Doomsday. Because you know how it goes. Anyways, thank you all for listening to this very unorganized episode of Captain America Brave New World's Vulture's Nest. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We have 3 more episodes before this. We have an episode on Superman 2025, Thunderbolts, and Fixed.
Fixed.
All available to watch at your viewing convenience. Next time on the Vulture's Nest, we will cover War of the Worlds? World of the Wars? I don't fucking know. I can't
War of the World.
War of the World.
War of the Worlds, yes. We'll be covering that.
Wowie zowie, 2 episodes with the word world in the title in a row. Wow.
Yeah, at least one's a little bit more entertaining than the other. Anyways, thank you all for listening, and we will catch you on the next episode. Goodbye now.
Bye. I don't care.